to meet you.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to this all day.
I'm sure. I heard you have interviews lined up like right after me, so are you going to tell everybody that?
No, this is a special.
I'm the first? Okay, alright, well, at least I took your virginity for the evening.
Oh.
You know.
Alright.
Yeah, it's on my radio, so you can say whatever you want.
So, you took that virginity?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Cool.
Well, only interview virginity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that would clear that.
Yeah, I don't want to
I thought I knew something.
Where was I?
Right.
Too many shots.
I would have thought that would have been far more than
Probably not.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding.
Self-esteem is huge right now.
Just kidding. Well, you do tell me to smell nice.
You do?
Yeah, I showered.
I live in a bus full of guys, like whatever that is, it smells like merch. Anything that smells like women is like a noticeable, pleasant, change of face.
Buy some nice lotion and wear it yourself.
Yeah. Oh, you turned on by myself.
Some sweet pea lotion. That's what I'm wearing.
Okay.
It's just lotion.
It's just lotion?
Mm-hmm.
That's some damn good lotion.
Yeah, see? I should have brought some for you.
Yeah, no.
Then you could have just smelled, oh wow, this reminds me of my first interview at Diesel Lounge.
Right.
In Chesterfield, Michigan. Yeah, exactly.
Radio virginity.
Yes, radio interview virginity at Diesel Lounge. So is this the first time you've played at Diesel?
Sure.
He has assistants from owner in the corner nodding.
I don't know, we've got a long, many years. It's I keep things straight sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I was looking, because I'm like, wait a minute. Soil, their song came out in like 2001. I graduated from high school in 95, so I'm like, I was thinking, like, it wasn't around high school time. And then I looked and like, oh crap, 2001, I'm like, I'm old.
Don't say that.
I'm
That
getting
just
old.
makes me older.
I'm getting old.
Well, you carry it amazingly. So
Well,
that's
thank
good.
you. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. This is supposed to be about you, not me.
I think you're not much more interesting.
I don't think so. I don't
All
think so.
of these bulls. That was
How'd you do?
It'd be him. He saw Pete, or tour manager. He lost Steve and that thing that's on their merch.
Why you call her a thing?
Hey, I call her Greg. If I say Greg, people think I'm not a dude, and Greg's not a dude. It's amazing, really. I got this little thing about her. She walks around all day long looking like a donkey witch. And,
What's a donkey witch?
I can't tell you. You have to see it. It's
Can I Google it?
her hair is just doing something. She's usually because she draws her eyebrows on.
Oh.
So sometimes like half an eyebrow's missing. Half an eyebrow's missing. There's tracks showing in her head. She don't care. She's wearing her pajama bottoms and about 3 different zip-up sweatshirts and her sparkly whore boots from like over the top of
Her pajama pants?
her pajama pants and walking around Walmart just all happy and shit.
Yeah,
So
she
all
could
day
do
long,
that.
all day long, she walks around like donkey witch, like the donkey witch, I call her. And then about 30 minutes before doors open up, she disappears, and out she comes. She's like merch whore.
She's gorgeous. She is.
Or merch whore. And
Gorgeous merch whore. For the record, Greg is a gorgeous merch whore.
She's very sweet and constipated the dumbest fucking human being I've ever
What?
Did you just
I did help her. I did have to help her get tape. To open the tape. But it's okay. She's not a requirement.
Every once in a while, of course. She's got another person in the bus that helps her breathe.
Okay, well, Greg needs some help. she needs a tutor.
Yeah,
A life
if
tutor.
you're on Instagram at any point in time, you can get on Ryan McCombs 37,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually have a little still footage of her in the bathroom transforming into the merch whore from Donkey Bitch.
But isn't that how like most girls, like women with makeup, you see them and you're like, wow, and then you see them later, and then all of a sudden, like, who is this person? It is supposed to be transformation. You're not supposed to look like your old self. I mean, hers might be a little extreme with the.
Well, yeah, because you got like 13 colors of hair going on, and she's one of those people, like, if you got her, if you had a baby with her, you're not really sure what the fuck that baby's gonna look like. it's kind of like rolling the dice, you know. As far as you know, the baby came out like half Hispanic, and you wouldn't even know she's half Hispanic. I mean, she's not, but I don't think she is. But you might not know what's underneath all that.
Yeah.
I mean, she might be African American.
I don't think she
Don't
is.
know. It's hard to tell.
Unless she paints on her, unless she paints on her stomach too. That would take a lot of work.
She might.
If it takes 30 minutes to get ready, I don't think she's like paints.
Got a child molester, dude. Michael Jackson. He was pale.
But he had vitiligo. It was like a disease.
Oh. Well, maybe she got the disease.
Maybe she's got hepatitis.
I just made a lot of new things. Michael Jackson. Tons of people.
Rest in peace.
I like the fact that he just took her to die. Everyone forgets that.
Rest in peace.
It's all there.
It is.
Yeah.
Like,
that dude was a real piece of shit.
With all due respect.
With all due respect.
Yeah. I didn't say it with all due respect. You can say whatever you want. Exactly.
That guy's a real shit. Buzzes hard.
Exactly. That's why old people get away with it. Really old people, they say really mean things and they just say bless his heart. Or sweetie. They start with sweetie and then they say the wrong
You're
word.
dumb with a pile of shit. Bless your heart.
Yes.
I'll try that with drink and stuff.
Do you think she did?
She'd be freaked out if I said something nice to her.
Well, you could. What was her term that she said at bowling? Weep what you eat. What was it?
Eat it and weep.
Yeah.
Eat it and weep.
He asked me if I had heard that before, and I was like, "Isn't it read it and weep?"
That's her intelligence. Earlier today, when we were eating, she said something like she was gonna burn me. No, I said I thought we were firing her and getting Nikki to so much. And she looked at me and goes, well, I thought we were firing you and we were by turns and I sat her waiting for the end of this and just get somebody else.
Zing! Well, it sounds like you guys had fun though.
We did. We got a good crew.
Well, that's good. So, how long is this tour?
Just it's just some shows this weekend, and it stretches into some shows next week. Yeah, I think depending on how the shows go, it might be something that we do again with fall. Just kind of book some regional shows around here and get out and do something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's kind of good for us old people to get out and do something once in a while. Whether it's walk around the lake or go to a mall walking, go to a rock show.
Crocheting.
Is that the one with the which one was the big needles? Dangerous as shit.
I took a class because I
Couldn't even say dangerous. You took a class?
I did, well, because I wanted to know, because when I get old, that's probably what I'll be doing.
Crocheting needles?
Yeah, I wasn't good
weapon
at it.
too.
Yeah, I wasn't good
Your
at it.
boyfriend accidentally just stabbed him.
Yeah, I'm not really violent. I'm more of like, I'm good at the silent treatment. Like, I can go silent treatment for like
You
weeks.
really just mess with my
Yeah.
head.
And it's not.
You're the psychic.
I'm psychic, yes.
I am. You're like, what is psych? Where is psych?
Psychological warfare.
What's the thought?
4.
Alright, we can continue.
Alright, we can. So are you a nerd? Deep down. Yeah, deep down.
What make me a nerd?
I don't
I
know.
can't wait to go see the Daredevil movie. Or we're not Daredevil, Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool.
I am a comic book movie geek. I grew up with comics, yes.
Who's your favorite comic book?
Favorite? Well, my favorite comic books, I grew up reading X-Men, but they bastardized that in the movies, so whatever.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman's a little too tall to be Wolverine.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Rogue loses her powers. What's up with that? It's stupid stuff.
Well, but they have to make the movies somewhat realistic. Otherwise, people can't relate to them. But
every guy with alien wings sticking out of his back. I had one dude shooting red stuff out of his eyes, lasers and some plasma beams out of his eyes. Worry about realism.
True. So, but
one
there's
guy gets big and green.
Right, but there's two sides of it, right? Of comics is there's the people who read comic books, like you and I. Like, I'm a huge Thundercat nerd, love Thundercats, and I love Thor.
Saw Thor one time with the Thundercats. Weird.
That just ruined my life.
And Cheetah Girl was taking it too. It was weird. I think it's Panther that was giving it to her.
I have a tear that's gonna drop.
Yeah, I never thought she was interested in pants either.
No, well, no, that people ruin like innocent things like Thundercats. Anyway, back to comics.
So back to something that doesn't have to do with the Thundercats.
Real.
Something sex debate.
Well, I have a story about that, like because I'm not about Thundercats, but like something else. You want me to go those like
something else I getting railed, and that's the story.
No, not my story. But so I'm scrolling through Facebook.
Yeah,
He was supposed to be just observing. So I'm scrolling through Facebook, which is always interesting because 99.9% of the world's population is retarded, right? I mean, you scroll through and you're like, wow. You know, Walking Dead is actually happening, except for people aren't dead. They're actually living zombies. They're just dead. So I'm scrolling through and somebody tagged something, and it's a Craigslist ad that they had taken a screenshot of, and it's called a vag ankle. And it is this ankle. He's ready to Google this thing, but it doesn't exist because I was going to buy one for my boyfriend for Valentine's Day just as a joke, and I was going to get really long toenails. But anyway, it's a foot. It looks like an amputated foot, and it has a vagina on the ankle portion of it. So not like in a realistic, like where it'd be, you know, your feet together, but in this part, like if you cut off somebody's ankle, there was a vagina on the top of it. And I was like, what a freak. And so it's an ad for a gently used vag ankle. It was like $185. And I'm thinking, could you really clean the vag ankle? And it can't. Right, gently used, very well taken care of. But I'm like, can you really clean?
Wouldn't you be worried more like if you got it and like the vag ankle was just all fucked up, like it was all ripped apart, and I mean,
but
what if you'd be like, what kind of ankle sex was this person having? Why does this person have an ankle sex?
Right, well, because that's not a real thing. Like, it's not like anybody has just a random foot sitting in their, well, I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer might have, but like a foot sitting in their fridge, like, I'm gonna bang that, right? So, I started going through, right, so I'm going through all these things in my head, I'm like, can you really get that clean? Like, what are you doing with, like, the sink sprayer? Like,
how would you get that clean, dude?
How would you get the vag ankle clean?
Some Febreze, of course. You gotta use a douche.
I get it, but where does it come out of? Like, that wasn't the foot. So yeah, so it was a vag ankle, which I was like, what a weirdo. So I googled this thing, the ad, right? Yeah, but no one should see this thing, so I wanted to buy one for my exactly. Do you see how weird that is? So I wanted to buy one for my boyfriend, and I was gonna get those really long, ridiculous acrylic toenails to put on there. You see what I'm saying? That's custom made. I tried Googling one. You can't buy it. So somebody ordered that. Look how weird that is.
Oh.
Yeah, see, isn't that interesting and weird?
No,
It is kind of interesting. Well, no, because I want to see the person who purchased that. And why are you trying to sell it on Craigslist? And why would somebody else be Googling available vag ankles? I had so many questions. Like, just so many questions. You want to kind of know the psychology behind the person. Well, no, there was also the heel dough. Do you know what the heel dough is? Google the heel dough. No, the heel dough is like a strap-on, and girls or homosexuals can put on their heel and then kick themselves or their partner. Isn't that weird? You're gonna kick them. So, I mean, sometimes you feel like kicking your partner. You can lay up like the heel dough. Can you imagine? So he's walking like, oh, I thought they were snowshoes. No, that's a heel dough. See, you started it though with the porn pop. But anyway. It is. I feel because I'm trying to ruin your life just like you just ruined mine. Exactly, but you're probably going to go Google the vag ankle later to show somebody else. But it's okay.
I still know, I'm worried about the fact that, I mean, somebody's getting off fucking foot.
Right. But in a natural way, too. I mean, people have foot fetishes. And fart fetishes are like a new thing, too. Yes. They are. I suspect. Well, because farts are hilarious. There's this, like, Facebook page called Girl Farts, and, like, it's these girls that have, like, the most ridiculously loud farts. And I'm kind of impressed, because I can't really watch the video because they're all usually fat and gross. But they're, like, the sound of, I'm like, you gotta kind of be impressed by how well these things are. They are, like, educated in, like, the art of the fart. It's true. I mean, but farts are fun. They're hilarious. You don't think so?
For the last 20 years, I lived basically on a bus, a bunch of dudes, and there's a lot of gas being passed tonight. And, I mean, when you open your curtain to the hallway, that there's a stench of 8 dudes' anuses every morning.
That's true.
And you're over.
You know what you do? Fix under your nose. So that way when you're walking through, that's what...
Whatever the corners you do.
Yeah, just get that and walk out.
I'm pretty sure something going up for a bass player, but he died a long time ago.
It's probably his dying.
How is it? Gerbil.
Gerbil. Or Graham may have stored something in there.
That gerbil.
Maybe that's where her eyebrows are.
Anything that he sent up there to find gerbil.
He's just collecting animals.
Right.
And he's
Like a leopard. Alright, so
Anyway.
what's next? Say leopard. We went right back to that Thundercat.
I think you did. Full circle. I like conversations with you. It's easy. You have the same conversation style as I do. We end up back where we started. So,
right back to the Thundercat in the rail.
yes, exactly. So, your last album came out in 2013, right? Have you guys been writing or anything since then? Are you guys going to have an album coming out?
It's been a lot of talk. No action. But a lot of talk.
Okay.
Adam actually has sent some stuff my way. So we just like started the very preliminary step of putting something together.
Okay.
It's the 15th anniversary of Scars. It'd be nice to get something out there.
Yeah. I was wondering. I'm like, it's been since 2013, but you guys really haven't. You've done some small shows, but you haven't really pushed that album very much either. Was it just because it was smaller, more independent than your...
Well, yeah, we did everything on that album ourselves.
Right.
We didn't have we wanted to do everything ourselves. We managed to do that. But at the same time that you do that, you don't have the pockets of the big label to tap into to throw $60,000 on a radio campaign or something.
Right.
So we were definitely limited, but we did achieve what we set out to do, which is to be our own bosses.
Well, that's good. And it's your money, right? You're not earning somebody else's money for them.
Yeah, I've spent 20 years making music money, so it was. So what we did is we decided to do it on our own, so that it didn't make any money. So we didn't make anyone else any money. We didn't make it ourselves. It really,
it worked out.
It went all the way around.
It was awesome. We're broke, but I like that.
We're still broke, but we didn't make anybody else rich. So that was something.
That's always good, though. Yeah. That's good. That's always good. So, how many shows have you guys played with so far?
Last time was the first one.
Okay.
And then, even back in the days, there was spring chickens either. We all came up at the same time, basically, back in 2000. I'm not sure about them. I don't know if they were a 2001 or 2 band or 99 or whatever it was.
They're around the same time.
Really close to being the same time. So, I know we were all the baby bands on Ozfest that year back in 2001. So I don't know how many shows. I know that we did some shows back in the day together, but and of course they're a Louisville, Kentucky band, and I lived down there the last 4 years. I lived in Kentucky.
I noticed you started to develop a twang.
Okay, this interview's done.
You have a little
No, that I've lived in Dallas for years. I've lived in Louisiana for several years. So I've lived in Chicago, and then as well as just lived in a lot of stupid places. But it was shortly after joining Soil, actually. I went back home to Indiana, and we were sitting around, all standing around, gathered around a table, which was what we were doing. And a friend of mine was like, so somebody asked me how Chicago was treating me. And I said, then, this is back 2001. No, this is 97.
Okay, so you guys first got
And,
together.
I said, it's going really cool. I like everybody. Everybody seems really cool in the band. And I said, the one thing is, I said, I'm kind of getting sick of everybody's going to talk funny. And all of a sudden, all my friends got quiet. And finally somebody speaks up and goes, Ryan, you always talk kind of stupid around here too. I was like, oh, awesome.
Yeah, you definitely don't have the Midwest accent.
I got something. I don't know what it is, but I got lazy. I think is what it is. Lazy talk.
So you got your drawl. So you got a drawl.
I got something. I don't know.
No, I can hear a little bit of Texas because I'm originally from New Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Roswell. Yeah. Okay. So.
Roswell.
Yeah. See, but Roswell. That's like Roswell.
I like Louisville.
Yeah. Roswell. Yeah. Roswell. Yep. See, that's how about Roswell. Yeah, I'm originally from Roswell. So some words, even though I lived here for a very, very long time, some words like insurance.
Yeah.
It's like words,
Next year I'm hoping to go see my Cleveland Browns play Washington.
Yeah, the Washington. Yeah, my mom does the extra R. Yeah, about George Washington. I mean, can you look at that word? Where's the R?
I had a friend of mine from Chicago when I said Washington one time. I was like, how the fuck you spell that, right? Get out of the world.
Washington.
Washington.
Get with the program.
Go work for a car.
Right, exactly. So coming up, like somehow it's like a 20. You guys have been together almost 20 years. How do you think that the rock scene has kind of evolved since you first started out to where it is now?
Well, it's kind of
Can you be more honest?
No, I mean, you look at, we were lucky enough to come out when the industry was still healthy.
Yeah.
It was the end of it, but we came out when there was still a ton of major labels. And there was 40-some major labels. Who knows how many countless number of independent labels and stuff back then. And we were, they were retards with their money and stuff. They just threw it around, which is what killed them. They threw their money around it, not thinking anything was ever going to hurt them. And the internet buried them. And so nowadays you're looking at a world, a rock world, that consists of what, 4 to 6 major labels nowadays. I mean, it is a sad skeleton of the industry that we were lucky enough to be a part of in the early days. When I say that, that's no reflection to the rock fans. I mean, the rock fans are still coming out to shows. They're still getting the music one way or another. They're still supporting the music. They're still making, giving us a job to do, and that's amazing. But as far as the rock world, the behind the scenes that most people don't have to deal with, it's a nasty. I hate the fact that when you run into some of these really good local bands and stuff, and some really talented people out there, and you just think about the state of the industry right now, and it breaks your heart a little bit because you just know they, realistically, the chance they have of doing something is so minimal. I mean, it was hard when we were kids. I mean, it was, the odds were stacked against you back then when it was healthy. Let alone now, and these labels are coming up with ideas like the 50-50 deals and what, the 360 is what it's called, or something like a 360 deal. And they look really pretty on paper, when you think about them. But then bands try to actually sign them and try to survive on one of those deals. There's no surviving on one of those deals. You thought it was hard when you weren't making any money from the sales of albums because albums aren't selling anymore. But then all of a sudden you're giving the label 50% of your show money and 50% of your merch. You got no money left to put in the gas tank. So I mean, bands are falling left and right. I'm talking to a radio friend of mine. I texted her. She was on air at the time, and I texted her, and I was kind of teasing her about something that she said, and she took it serious and came right back at me with the fact that you don't know how hard it is really to be in their shoes, where they're being told what bands to push, and every 3 months that list is different.
Right.
Because the list of bands that the radio station is playing is different because the bands they were playing 3 months ago aren't around anymore.
Right.
So, I mean, anymore seems like unless you made your name 10, 15 years ago, you've got a life expectancy of like 3 to 6 months. I mean, it's a nasty little business.
Are there any bands that are kind of coming up right now that you see, that have real potential regardless of how the industry is doing it?
I tell you what, I've gotten to see a lot of, because I am at home. When I'm not on the road, I'm at home. It takes a lot to get me out of the house. And unless they have salt. I don't. But the Walmart. Thanks. I think that. I told you about the summer tag getting railed.
Rollback prices.
I got the opportunity here. There's a Hard Rock Casino in Sioux City, Iowa, where I live now, and they're doing a Road to Vegas competition. It started like a month ago, and it lasts up until the end of April. And it's for the local area bands around there. And there's a band out of Omaha called Orphan City that is just I can say honestly, the one comment I had for them at the end of at their show was just they made me jealous. They were so good, and they were like if I had a label, I would have done signed them one song into their set. They were amazing, and there's a band out of Sioux City called Soul, SAUL, I think it is, and they're really good. So that whole experience of getting to be a judge for that Road to Vegas thing has been cool because I got to see some really talented bands in that area. I've gotten to do a lot of shows with bands that are pretty cool too. There's a band out of Illinois called Degrade the Signal, and so definitely some good guys in that band as well, and so just talented people. So you get to see some in my shoes. You get to see some when you're on the road, like Degrade, and but then you got this like whole thing going on with that the Hard Rock Casino thing where getting to see some bands that way too. Fun, something to get me out of the house is actually getting to be turned on to some good local music.
Do you just pretend that it's Walmart? Like, hey, we're gonna go to Walmart, and then you take them somewhere. Walmart.
Oh, I like the way you're
Walmart. That's how you're saying Walmart.
Walmart.
Are there any bands that are kind of getting radio play right now that have caught your attention? Or
I don't listen to music on radio. No. I don't. If I'm in the car and my radio's on, I listen to like ESPN or something.
Okay.
I'm a huge football nut.
Okay.
So even in the off season, I listen just for hopes of something that they stop talking about that stupid basketball shit or that baseball crap. And that mentioned something about football.
I hate basketball.
That's stupid.
It's the black man's NASCAR. It is.
I saw pretty a lot of.
Just think about it. What did they do? NASCAR, they drive in circles. Basketball, they just run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's the black man's NASCAR. Sorry, but
I saw one today that the word redneck is offensive. We're going to change it to NASCAR Americans.
Well, when you guys are leaving, when you pass, there's a city called Taylor that's more toward Ohio. They actually have an entire NASCAR store inside the mall because downriver is known for the hillbillies. So you can visit the NASCAR store if you'd like. They have some pretty sweet stuff. Damn.
I was raised a real race car store.
Yeah, well, I used to drag race. That's how I met my first husband.
There you go.
I used to drag race. I beat him in a race, and that's how we met. So.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yep. Hard question. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Nope.
So, who were your greatest influences when you were kind of growing up?
Yeah, I was lucky. My dad listened to music. My brother was a big music friend. My mom played music. So there was always some sort of music going on in the house. It was funny. Thank you. It's funny because I grew up as Mike and Susie's boy. The mom was my kindergarten teacher. She came from a very small town, about 3,000 people. And so mom was a kindergarten teacher. My dad was one of the foremen at the glass factory that everybody in the surrounding counties worked at. So it was Ward and June Cleaver when the doors were open and they were out in public, but when the doors were closed and they were in the house, there was always music going on. And whether it was my dad, it was Aerosmith and AC/DC, and going back to Queen's Clearwater and stuff. And then my brother was 5 years older than me, so he brought in all the 80s crap music, the Guns N' Roses.
What are you talking about? That crap music?
Yeah, the real dog shit. Guns N' Roses. I'm trying to make as many fans here as I can. I talk about Michael Jackson now, which will make sure that I never get. We'll make sure that I never get a David Tootie ever. But
But no, the whole, I say that, but yet I grew up a huge fan of all those guys. I listened to that music then too. I mean, it was what you listened to.
And yet you're
There was
inspired
a
by
section.
Axel's hair.
There was a section. There was a section. He's a fucking ginger, for Christ's sake.
No, but the length. If you
I was not inspired by any of that shit ever fucking did.
you got a
I
lot.
hate the fact that he's from Indiana. You know how many times I had to hear that in my life? From the music when I started making the music business was, oh, Axl Rose is from Indiana too. I said, yeah, we're really proud of that.
Well, he's a tool, but
He's like an entire fucking tool bag. I mean,
but he's also exceptionally talented. I saw
yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying he isn't.
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
he's fucking
exceptionally talented.
he is amazingly talented. And he's just a fucking turd.
He's a weirdo. He has mental health issues. That's what the problem is.
Yeah, you just don't treat people like that. You just don't treat people the way that he has treated people. Right. It doesn't matter whether they're there to see you, whether it's a person crossing the fucking street, whether it's somebody that you hold the door open for. You treat people with respect, and he's missed that mark his entire career.
Yeah, he does have that spoiled brat type.
Yeah. But anyway, so there was that music going on. So I was lucky enough just to just be raised in a house. There was a lot of music. So yeah, there's tons of influences. Stuff going back to like Creedence Clearwater and stuff, but then also going to where I started putting out my own music. And things started becoming my own, like Alice in Chains. And of course, anybody that's as old as I am goes through that phase where Metallica just rules on. And
Well,
you're younger than I am, so we'll give it
I'm not that much younger.
young enough. But no, so yeah, there was just tons of influences. I was lucky enough to have so much different kind of music. So my dad listened to everything from like guitar, Japanese synthesizer music to rock. We took him to my first show, AC/DC. Just a huge array of music growing up. I was lucky enough to have that fit in my head.
You still have it numbers, like,
I don't listen to much of anything.
You don't listen to music?
Not much. That's one thing that's industry. If you're lucky enough to survive it for 20 years like we have, it'll suck the joy right out of it. But I can't say that about everybody. It did that to me for sure. Like I said, if I'm in the car, I got ESPN radio on. If I am listening to music nowadays, it's usually, I have my Slipknot playlist because I think Corey Taylor is just the most talented person going in the industry right now. But so, I have my Stone Sour Slipknot moments, my moments of sticking something in. I tend to listen to a lot of like Systematic and bands that came up at the same time we did that didn't quite get the, they didn't quite, stars didn't align and they had a short lifespan in it, but man, their music was good. I listen to bands like that a lot, still if I do listen to something. But I also just have those moods where I like to stick on some old Dire Straits or some, or nowadays I'm a big Mumford & Sons fan actually.
Yeah, I like Mumford & Sons too.
Yeah, I tend to listen to more music. I tend to listen to more music on road and chill. Mm-hmm. And those are the things I listen to probably more nowadays. Is your Mumford & Sons, your Dire Straits, or something that can just take your brain off running 5,000 miles per hour and chill out there.
So no angry music for you?
Well, there's those moments, and like I said, it's the Slipknot moments. And,
yeah.
And recently I did actually buy I got Prong's. I forget what album that was. I bought one of Prong's old albums, and Anthrax's Sound of White Noise, which is probably like the fourth time I've bought both of those in my life. And I've moved so many times, I lose everything. So I've been enjoying listening to some of that older stuff again.
Yeah, we just actually covered the Anthrax show here a couple weeks ago. It was a good show.
Good bunch of guys.
Yeah, it was Lamb of God and Anthrax. It was a good show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, there was an opening band that was called Death Haven, I think, and it was kind of weird. At first, I wasn't sure if I liked it. It was very, like, symphonic, but, so it was almost like the band was doing something different than the singer was doing. Like, he was very, like, screamo, but he was, like, really into it, and at the same time, he's kind of doing, like, he was a, what do you call it, is it the composer at, like, an orchestra?
Yeah.
And it was just, like, very odd, but by the end, I was like, this is actually pretty sweet. It's like completely different than anything I've ever heard in my life. It's like they were young kids, maybe 20. I mean, it was super sweet. I was like, at first I'm like, oh, this is weird. But so do you like any like global type music, or do you stick to the oldies? Do you listen to anything from overseas, or because metal is like
I mean,
alive and
technically,
well.
bull beats from overseas, and like
Yeah.
bull beat.
Yeah, we
Skindred.
I love Skindred. Not just as people, but I really like Skindred music as well. So yeah, I guess. I mean, bull beats what, Denmark or something?
Yeah.
Skindred's from the UK. So I guess that's about as global as I get.
You should check out Gojira.
Don't tell me what to do.
They're from. I'm bossy.
Hey,
I'm a Scorpio, and I'm
I have a 4
bossy.
feet of one son in that form.
You can't do that. I'll take my contacts out and I won't be able to see. I'll close my eyes. I think we gotta wrap it up.
All right.
Your boss dance. Wrap it up, B.
Okay.
Well, it was very nice talking to you. I'm excited to shoot you guys. Not with the camera. I know. That escalated quickly.
Well, just run that phone test shit.
I know. Well, you ruined my life.
I ruined your life.
You did ruin my life.
Probably I said, but I ruined your life. It's still happening.
Yeah. Well, it was my decision for divorce.
I'm sure it was.
I was married way too young. That got awkward. That got awkward.
What were you doing in this interview?
Somebody was humping the table, thinking about the vaginal. But it was very nice talking to you.
I think he was probably thinking about the other thing, the dildo.
The heel-do.
The heel-do.
The heel-do. No, it's... Anyway, no, I'm not going to show you again. But it was very nice talking to you.
My pleasure.